March is officially Reading Month. What better way to celebrate than at our local West Bloomfield Township Public Library? It's only right that right now I be joined by the Information Services Librarian from West Bloomfield Township Public Library, Justine Flores. Thank you for being here, Justine.
Good to see you, Kevin. How are you?
I'm doing just great. Thank you so much for asking. All right, I just want to get straight into it, right? Don't want to hold up too much of your time. March is Reading Month. Why don't you just tell us how our library is celebrating this month?
All right. Well, we want to say every month can be Reading Month, but March is Reading Month mainly because it's the birthday of Dr. Seuss, and so that has reached out to a whole month. And it's never a bad time to read, but it's always good to have a timely reminder to read some more. Maybe you made a New Year's resolution to spend more time reading or less time on a screen, and maybe you just need a little reminder to do that more.
First and foremost, thank you for dropping that bomb, because I had no idea March being Reading Month was tied to Dr. Seuss's birthday. So
Yeah.
first off, right there for us. So with that being said, I see the library as a source, right, a resource. But just because a resource is available doesn't mean that it'll be used or used efficiently. So what role does the library play in fostering a love for reading for both children and adults in Greater West Bloomfield?
Yeah, my favorite thing to do in my job as a librarian is introduce someone new to the library, maybe someone who's never been to one or hasn't been to one in 10, 15, 30 years. And, our brand, of course, is books, and people think of the library as a place with books and quiet and reading and shh. The library is so much more. So we have programs, events, resources from babies till 105. And we hope that there's something for everyone here.
And I'm glad you just spoke on it, too, because I've made a few visits to the library as of recently. It seems like every time I go, the library gets bigger. I'm finding new areas, new rooms, learning new things about the library. So I think it's a great place for everyone to go experience. But you spoke on programs and events. Let's get into that a little bit more. How does the library's programs support early literacy development in our youth right here in our community?
All right. So we have programs for youth, for young adults, for adults, but for early literacy, the two biggest programs we have are, the first one is called Books and Babies. It's babies only. It goes up to maximum 18 months, a very exclusive club. And we do some books, some little rhymes, some finger play, some song and dance. And we get those books into the hands of babies as early as possible, and that's a great way to start early love for books. Then our next story times would be Move and Groove is our most popular story time all week. We have it on Mondays at Main and Wednesdays at West Acres branch. The Monday is not registered. The Wednesday is registered because of space constraints. And that's 0 to 5 with stories and song and dance. And once again, getting those young kids to become lovers of books, which they do before they can read. When they're just getting a book read to them, that's how you start the love of books.
Nice. And I love that, too. I read to my son very frequently, reading his Spider-Man books and stuff like that. So you got to keep them engaged with what they love and what they like. With me right here live on The Splash, by the way, from West Bloomfield Township Public Library Information Services Librarian, Justine Flores. Since we do have such a diverse group, a diverse population in our community, we do have some people who may not speak English as their primary language. With that being said, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, I believe that a library will be a source for that. How does the library support non-English speakers in their literacy journey?
Yeah, it's one of my favorite things about working here is meeting people coming from all over the world, speaking all kinds of languages. And we have resources that you can do at home on your computer or on your phone, and resources here. I'm actually looking right now at the English Conversation Club. They meet on Wednesday evenings and Thursday mornings, whichever one works best for you or both. And so it's just English learners coming to practice their English with some of our literacy volunteers. They also have an English language book club. They have resources for anyone who might be practicing to take the citizenship test. So you can do a practice citizenship interview here or get all the materials you need to study for that. We've got a whole handout on all the things for English learners, so please
Nice.
visit, call, find out if you know anyone who might benefit from that.
Yes, flexible programs, flexible days and times to kind of be convenient for everyone. That just goes to show the consideration that the library has. Justine, we appreciate your time, your information. Just lastly, are there any new initiatives, events, or programs, community events that we can all expect from the library in the upcoming month or so?
Yeah, so in the next few weeks, we've got a couple of great things. We have a youth and young adult author named Sarah Weeks. She's the author of many books. She's coming to do an author program on Monday, the 17th. And she's written so many books. So everyone's invited to that. You can check out our website for more information. We have a local author fair for people who have written their own books and want to share more about that. That's going to be on the 23rd. We've got Read to a Dog. That's usually for K through 5. And a silent book club. If you want to just read whatever you want to read among other people who love to read, you don't have to read the same book. That's always fun too.
Yeah, so many different options, so many different choices, and we love them all. And we love our library, by the way. Once again, West Bloomfield Township Public Library Information Services Librarian, Justine Flores. Thank you so much for your time and information.
Thank you, and happy reading.